Today we are going to talk about integration, right? Last session we have seen
Last session we have created the custom
yeah.
application. Ah,
So we will proceed on integration. Uh, so we will basically try to do integration with other system. Basically, it could be other system, could be anything like ServiceNow also, and
okay,
other third-party system as well.
sure.
So what integration is basically? So integration is if we talk about the definition, what integration exactly mean. So integration basically is the bridge between two systems or the connection between two systems where the data can be flowed from one system to another and from another system to one system, and single data can be shared to multiple application and multiple applications data can be coming into the same system. So it could be either way. So integration is basically the connection point between two systems where data can flow from each other's places. All right, so this is integration in general. And if we talk about ServiceNow integrations, that means like ServiceNow is integrating with any of the third party tool. It could be ServiceNow also, and it could be like other system also. So if we do ServiceNow to ServiceNow, we generally call it as ServiceNow e-bonding integration. And when we do integration with third party application, then it is basically considered as third party application integration, right? For an example, Jira, Microsoft, right? And many other tools we can do like version 1, SharePoint. We have a lot of things where we can do the integration with Teams also. But here integration, ServiceNow integration can happen with any third party system, mostly wherever the API is available or wherever anything is available, so that integration can be done. So now it comes in ServiceNow, how much ways of integration we can do, like what could be the integration way, how they can do. So basically one is the we write a script and configure something inside system and the integration happens. And other way of doing integration is integration hub, which involves like spoke, or we have some out of the box application which has its own spokes where we need to just configure the credential and provide the endpoint and the integration will be done. But if we talk other aspect, we have to create it script wise. We have to generate REST message or the SOAP message, and then we can trigger the integration using the customizations. So now mostly here we will talk about customization part, because the configuration part of flow. So inside flow designer we have integration of, that is the paid version generally. But if in general most of the companies tell okay, you can build the integration of your own, they ask their implementation team to develop the integration using REST message or the SOAP message. So now we will talk about REST message or the SOAP message, which is good or better to use basically. So in general,
So
the
rest or so both the mean same or it is different.
both are different.
Okay,
Yeah, both are different thing. But in current days, the REST message is most frequently used anywhere. If you talk or if you see any integration, REST will be there.
okay,
It is the most famous one these days, and SOAP is like more older one. And basically SOAP has some limitation also, and it is big complex also than REST. So basically if we talk about SOAP or REST, so what could be the difference? The difference is like SOAP is basically the protocol based, and REST message is all about architecture style based.
okay.
And if we talk about SOAP, it uses it permits XML data only. And when we talk about REST, it permits plain text, HTML, XML, JSON. And the JSON is the latest format on which the system is basically generated, REST base or the SOAP base, right? So there are two types basically. SOAP will define its own security inside SOAP, but a REST message, you can basically configure the security rules on our tables also, and it will also inherit the security measures. Web service on itself, it inherits the security measures. Okay, and the SOAP is less preferred these days and the REST is more preferable. So REST is mostly used and it is very famous these days. So basically we will try to utilize the REST message. Okay, all right. So
Yes,
now
bro.
now we will see what could be the prerequisite for like if we want to integrate any system. So what would be the prerequisite? So now talking about prerequisite, uh, so suppose we have prerequisite in the sense what is exactly required. So here I first initially I would be performing ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration. Okay,
Yeah.
that is e-bonding. We can call it as e-bonding also. Okay, now prerequisite side, what all things is required basically to integrate to other system. First would be the endpoint, right? Second would be authentication, right? Authentication means we will provide the credentials, then only that system can be connected, or we will be able to log into that system, and then we will be able to get the record and send the record there, right? Send the information or get the information. All right, so there we have authentication. And we talk about other things, like what is other thing. Here we have to basically, if suppose we have added an endpoint authentication, now we will be having methods. First would be the get, second would be post, get, post, patch, and we have delete also. We have post, we have put also. One more thing is there, put and delete, right? So these are the methods which will be used for integration. Okay, so if we talk about get method here, so what get method is? Get method is a basically representation of a resource which will be specified with the URL, and get request should only be used for data retrieval. Okay, so whenever we have to basically get the record from third party system, at that point of time we are using the get method of REST message. Okay, and if we
Yeah.
talk about post method, so post method is generally used for submitting a data or creation of any data to that third party system or the second system which we are trying to integrate. Okay, so post will be only for creating a new record in the other system. Okay,
Yeah.
Now talking about put method. So put method, we can basically update the record. Complete record will be updated using put method. And talking about patch. So patch is basically similar to the put only, but put is updating the complete record, but patch will only update the specific field or the specific column. So that is the patch method. And the
Okay.
delete itself is like deleting the record, whatever the record is there. If we want to delete it, generally delete is never performed using integration, but we do have delete method as well if we want to delete the record. Okay, it will check the system also, system access also, whether that specific user will be able to delete the record or not. Okay, it will check inside system rules also.
Hmm.
Okay, and json side, what we will be doing, we will basically create the data. We will generate the data in json, and we will parse the json basically. Okay, and when the json is passed basically, so json is like javascript object notation, which will consist of key value pair also, we can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so json is the best method these days for parsing the data, or whatever data we are getting, we can parse through the json. Okay, so that is basically the json javascript parsing methods. And yeah, so this is required as of now. So we will see how we have to generate the connection between two systems. Okay,
Okay, bro.
so now we will we will configure the endpoint authentication. So we will go, so this is our first system. Okay, and you see the logo is here, LearnIT, and now we will have other system. So I have prepared other system also. So this is my other
It's,
system.
yeah.
Okay, so it is opening. So this is our second system. Okay, now what I will do is like, I will basically share the credential from here to our system, or we can create the web service user. Okay, so first, for what we will do, we will create one web service user here. Okay, in this system. Okay, so that
Yeah. Yes.
we will make a connection using this user authentication. So we will type users, we will create a new user here. Okay, now we will save it, and we will provide a password also. Set password. Copied the password and save it. Let me generate it again. Copy regenerate again, copy, save. Now what we will do, we have got this user created, and now we will have to get the endpoint for this, right? So what we will do, we will go to REST API Explorer. This is our second system, remember. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is user, and this is the REST API Explorer, where you can generate the things so you can execute in your integration, so you can get the help. So this will basically help you to explore. Okay,
Bro, scripted API, scripted REST API, and what you are showing is the same or it is different?
scripted API is not in the picture as of now. So scripted API is written when you have to get data from other system. Data coming, not only read. We are getting data from there and then manipulating inside ServiceNow. So that
Oh,
is,
sorry. Can you please come again?
so whenever we are getting any update from third party system, that time we are generally writing the scripted REST message.
Okay.
So right now we are not getting any data from third party. First we are trying to generate some data on third party.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, REST message is not scripted REST message is not required. Though
Okay.
we generally write a script on sending data also, but that is not a scripted REST API, because we are not creating anything
Okay.
of
Okay.
a
Okay.
scripted REST API. So scripted REST API and REST message is completely different.
Okay.
Both are opposite. When we are sending data, that time normal REST message is used. While getting data, we generally try to create REST API in ServiceNow itself, and then that we will consume from that third
Okay.
party system. So whatever data it will send, it will be getting into the ServiceNow.
Mm-hmm.
So here we will use incident, and now you see here we have got the get method. So we will copy it. Okay, we have got it. Now we will go to our system one again, and we will configure our REST message. So this is the outbound. When inbound integration happened, that time the scripted REST message is required.
Okay.
Okay, so now I will add the name. Integration, and endpoint we will copy whatever endpoint we have got. So instead of table name, we will write incident. Okay, because we are talking about incident. And we will scroll down. Currently no authentication is set. We will add authentication types. So generally most of the time OAuth 2.0 is used, in which the token will be required from the third party system, and then the OAuth 2.0 is basically set up. But we are doing with ServiceNow, so we can try to use basic authentication here. So we will generate a profile. So whatever web service user we have created, that user information we will add here. Okay, so first we have to go back to our system. So this was our user. we have copied the password. Now we will go to new password. I have typed web service user auth profile. Okay, we will click on submit. So authentication profile is generated. Now we will try to save it. Now we will see whether anything is generated. So we have get method which is generated out of the box automatically for this endpoint. So we will try to open it. So we see this method is created automatically, and if we scroll down, we have test button, review script usage, auto generate variables. So currently we are fetching data, so we don't have to do anything. We will just click on test. So it will verify what is the issue. So here the error is coming, user is not authenticated, required to provide auth information, status failure. Why that status is failure? Because we didn't provide any user roles there.
Sorry, or you didn't provide, bro?
Roles for
Okay,
creating.
okay.
So we will click on edit. So we have web service admin group here. So we will assign it. And now we have these roles added to it. So now let's see whether it is returning the data. Let me reload it. So now also required to provide maybe that username password. Let me see. Web service user. Okay.
So you small, bro, you have given caps.
No, that is fine. This is first name, last name. I didn't give this. I given this.
Yeah, you have given you caps in the second system. Sorry, first.
If you want to see, you can see. This is the web.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay, so that is because of password, because it has limit there. So let me generate other password for this. So this password length is big, so let me reset it. Configure form layout.
Bro, directly from the list we can, there only we can edit, right? Actually, password field will be hidden for the sys_user table, right? You can go for the list view of this table and you can edit there directly by configuring.
So now I have saved some password. Now I will
Yeah.
modify it. So let me open this profile. And now save it. Let me reload. Inherit from parent. Okay. Test. Now we have got 200. Okay.
Yeah.
But why it didn't give anything? We will check it. Default get is fine. HTTP request. So we have got API now, table name. It should return this data. Okay, so let me add this content type also there. Let us add the content headers. Application JSON. Okay, now let me save it and test it again. Alt record. Let me see whether the record is present or not. Incident dot list. Yeah, it is there. Why it is not showing? Okay, so let me add other roles to this. What role we have added?
The ITIL role is not there, I guess.
No, not that. ITIL role is not required for this. We have roles for web service, different roles. We need to see on roles table. See, so this is the one. REST API builder, this is deprecated. So this access, let me give this also. Now let's try to see. Now let us test. So there is some other rules. It should provide the access ideally. Red service is deprecated. Refer to this. Let me try this rule. Let me give the admin. We will see the roles part after. So admin role is generally not provided. There would be some web service user roles, but
Okay.
for testing purpose I have added. Okay, so let me reload it, and now we will try. See, we have got the record. So there is role issue.
Some role issue, yeah.
So if you grant the specific role, maybe some role is added on PDI for some testing, so that is fine. But you need to provide only the read access in terms when we are trying to get the record.
Okay.
Okay, so here you can see we are getting the test and the connection is successful, right? We are able to get the record. All the records were showing in the JSON format. Now what we will do, we will basically try to create post method. Right? So for doing that, we will come back to our HTTP methods where we have our REST message. So one method is get. Now if suppose we want to create the record in other system, right? So we will click on new and we will type here post method. We will give post. Okay, and endpoint. So again the something will be changed on the endpoint as well, because we are doing the post, right?
Yeah.
So what we will do, we will go back to this system again, and then we will go to REST Explorer. Here we will click on create record under REST API Explorer. So this will generate a API for creating a record to this system. Okay, so this is a post, and then we will get it. You will type this incident table here. Okay, and what we will do, we will basically we will give the headers also. Content type, access,
The down one is accept, I guess.
yeah,
No.
accept, sorry, mistake. So here I will type application JSON, and now I will save it for now. Okay, now let's see what happens, whether this is connected, this post method is connected or not. So see, this is the record created on other system. 201 is the success message, and this is the incident created.
But we didn't give any input.
Yeah, so we didn't give any input, so it is created without anything. Also we can create from this system to there, but we will provide some information there. So
It is created in the second system only, right, bro?
Yeah, so if you see, it is created here. So this is the record created with empty collar,
Yeah.
and by default values are populated, whatever values are available. So
Okay.
it is created, but no anything is updated. So now we will go for the second step, like how we can send the value, right? Now here we will select the table first under REST Explorer of second system. Okay, so this is our incident table. We have got the incident, and now what field we will update? We will try to update the caller. So what is our field? Go to incident, all, and now caller underscore ID. Short description. Okay, and what is next? We will take one more field, category, suppose. Sorry, okay, leave this one, this will be complex. So here you see we have field column here, right? There it will be tough in terms of header, so that's why we will use this. So we will use trending users. Some, suppose we are using Andrew. Okay, so we will copy the sysID for this record or value, Andrew Chen. Okay,
Okay.
so this we have added. Now second, short description, and third, category. Short description is my LearnIT test. Okay, category would be software. Okay, so it is generated, right? Now we will copy it. Now we will come here and we will search for JSON formatter. Okay, JSON formatter, we will type our JSON here and then we will click on format. So it is formatted, right? Now we will close it. Now we will come to our, okay, this is the get. Let us redirect to our post. So this is the post, right? Here we will have this content section, right? This one. So here we will type this. Okay, and now we will save it. Now let us test it again. Let us check our records. See, this record is created. Okay, now next thing what we can do, So this is our system where it generated the information using this. Okay. Now you are telling how it will generate. So it generated with specific details, right?
Yeah.
Now what we will do, we will go to now we are
Then you have given the content query parameters and you have submitted, right? It is related
where
to the
hidden,
updation.
where hidden.
For the query parameters, you have given the details and you have ran the post method, right?
Yes.
I mean, it means similar to the update, no? Like for put
No.
and patch also, it is for update, right?
So it is update. It is not inserting the record.
Okay, but now in the second time we have inserted it, no? Not inserted, we have updated the
No, we
fields.
have inserted. You
Oh, okay, with empty one is
see,
there.
this is empty. Already there is empty. This is fresh
Okay,
only.
okay.
This is fresh only inserted, not updated. And it will not update it until we add put or patch.
Okay.
So this is the thing configured as of now. But what we can do here, we can generate the variable, auto generate the variable. So it will auto populate under variable substitution. So we have auto generate variable thing. So as soon as we will click on that, so let me reload it. So currently it will not generate. Why? Because we didn't provide any value here. Okay. So now let's see how those variable substitution will be created, and this will be useful when you write the automation for this thing. Okay. So now we will do some modification. So you remember we have learned email script. Email script we used to do this. These are variable through why? Because we will now send those data dynamically. Okay.
Okay.
Short description would be $ST $CAT. Okay. So we will save it for now. And now we will click on auto generate variables. Previously it was not generated because those were the value, not the variable, right? So I have clicked on auto generate variables. Now you see these variables are generated automatically. Okay. Now you don't have to pass the value here now. So this is the content and this is the, so you can remove this as of now. Okay. And now we will update it. Let us save first. We will copy this SSID of the user, category software, short description will be normal test. Okay. We will save it. And now we will run it again. So it will populate those test values. Okay.
Yeah.
Now incident 12 will be coming. Okay, it is not populated.
I
Okay.
think you have to put the name, not the society, I guess.
No, that whole body didn't come. I think we have to add that JSON also there. Content body.
Okay.
So let me add that again. Because it will populate, that's what I was showing. If you remove content, so this will not be populated because we didn't provide that thing here, like the previous where it will populate, which field it will update, right? We didn't add that, so that's why I was removing and showing that, like that is mandatory. You should add that. Okay, so we will add it back again. We didn't copy. Control C, Control V. Now we will format it again, JSON formatter. Because why I am doing some of the mistake, if you will find, because if you do in your whenever you implement in your system, you will get to know what could be missed, what could be missed. Okay, now here we will do some, okay, software, we will write hardware now. Now here we will not pass the value because it will not work, because we have added the variable substitution. So you can directly add this variable color dollar cat, short description, sorry. Here we have to basically do category. Okay, now we will save it and we will test as well. So it will generate with this information. See what it is passed.
Yeah.
It is passed whatever we have added in our test variables.
Yeah, variables it is passed. Yes.
So this will 13 test and review. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
now what we will do, we will basically how this script will be generated, because this is all about clicking on this rest message, post method and run, right?
Yeah.
Now we will see how we can write in business rule, right? Then only some automation feeling will come, like automated thing of creating incident, right? So we will click on auto generate variable. Auto generate variable, variable substitution, which are good. Why this error is coming? Okay, clicked on wrong link. We have to do preview script usage. Okay, so see, auto generate is already variable is created. Preview script usage, we have this script for this. Okay, so we can copy it, the script as it is, All right. And now we will write a business rule on incident table. So we will click on new and so you are following me, right?
Yeah, yes, bro.
Insert data in dev2. Here we will basically select the incident table. Okay, it is loading also. We have selected incident. We will select on advance. Okay. We will do async on insert. Okay. So it will be working whenever the data which we are trying to insert here will insert in second system also. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will go to advanced part and we have copied our script, right? You remember we have copied our script, this.
Yeah.
Now we will do a full screen. We will remove this unnecessary thing which is not used. Okay. We will see other way also. We will tweak it more in our upcoming time. So currently it is, we are just copying the entire thing
Review.
which was
Yeah.
there. Okay. Now I am adding into business rule, right? So without this script also we will see how we can do. So now here you see the string parameter is set here. Now we will remove this values. We will send it dynamically. Okay. These all value we will see what we have to send. So we will go to incident. We will open. Now here you will see we have this caller. Okay, so we have short description, and we have category. So now what we will do, we will do the current class object calling. So current dot, it is category, right? So we will add category here. Current dot category. Okay. Here we will do current dot caller ID. Here we will do current dot short description. Okay. Category, caller, short description. Yeah. So this is dynamic. Now whatever value we pass on the real ticket, real incident, that only information will pass on to second system. So let's click on create new incident and our callers. So let me change the caller I am doing Andrew Jackson. Okay. Test from business rule. Okay. And category I will write database. Okay. And I will save it. Now I have saved it. Now we will go to our this system. We will see the 14 will be created, right? See the short description, test from business rule and rejection, and the category is database.
Okay.
Now one more thing. We are not sure while creation whether anything happened on insertion of this record, right? So what we will do, we will add a message also here. Here we will add gs.add we can mention the message, or we cannot we can remove also, we can add also. Okay, so anyway we can do, like we can add the information using this message, or we can remove also. So that could be either way, because they don't want to show the customer what they are doing from that data, right? So they can remove the message also. But here I am just showing you as a sample example so that you are aware if suppose you want to notify. Now I will click on Amos. I will type some random text, category inquiry, and I will click on save. And that message might not be visible because we are writing a async BR. Okay, so async business rule runs when the data commit is happened, when it is in job queue. So basically it runs in a scheduler way.
No, will this message be saved in logs, no system
No,
logs?
we are not doing any logs. So that time it might be executed, but the control is already released because it will run on a schedule. That's why the message will not show.
Okay.
So for you cannot display it. This was again the mistake again I have done, so that you remember you don't have to write add info message for async BR. For this you can basically try to do the log. Okay,
Yeah.
we can do gs dot sorry okay, now this is saved. Let us copy this log message so that we are aware. Now we will try to generate one more incident. So now we will add some different color, Angelo, and some random short description, category to password reset. Okay, and I will save it. And quickly let's see whether it is generated or not. See, it is generated. Angelo, password reset is the category. Now we will check the logs whether it is generated or not.
Okay.
Okay, we will go to system logs on system 1. See,
Hmm.
so this way you can do the logging also. Okay, so this is the message which we have added, right, under log section, gs.log, right? Got it? Any doubt
Yes.
so far?
No. No. No.
Okay, so now what we will do is like next we will proceed in our next session other things like we will try to we will try we will try to update or we will try to delete also. Okay, and
Yeah.
we will try to manipulate some more things here.
Sure. Bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we will
Like, can you explain like how the auth 2.0 we have to configure in the case of auth? I mean, basic auth.
so basic OAuth thing is also same only. You have to just provide the
How we?
information. So if I go to our method, let me show you. I can show you that now also. Their
Okay.
information only is required. So suppose if I am selecting OAuth 2.0 and I am selecting on search. So these are out of the box. But now if suppose we will click on new, so we have to provide the information here. So that information you will
Like,
get
I
from
mean,
the
do we
third
need
party
to
system mostly.
okay create the OAuth entry profile in the I mean second instance, and then we have to use it here.
See, we are not having any token here because these are PDIs.
Okay.
So whenever I will show you one integration using Jira. When we do integration with Jira, I will show you how we can use 2.0.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Okay. So currently it is ServiceNow to ServiceNow. So we have used the basic, but when we do with Jira, I will show you how we can create the authentication with
Yeah.
O 2.0.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most probably that part we will jump tomorrow itself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. We will connect tomorrow then.
Okay. Bro.